Hi, folks. In this week's Check-In with the Doctor, I interviewed Steve Bullington from Salesforce. Steve is a part of a group that runs a program called the Scout Program, and it's an onboarding program for new hires coming into the sales engineer and customer success management role at Salesforce. And as I do with many of my guests, I asked him at the end of the interview if he had ever been on the receiving end of a demo that was particularly effective and particularly engaging. And his response was so good that I had to include it in this week's Check-In with the Doctor. Take a listen.
I was meeting with a company that does learning management software. And the thing that they did, which is really impressive and is actually something that I try and preach and teach, is they customized the form factor to look like it already belonged to us. And, I'm a believer that what you're showing them is what their world's going to look like when they choose to do business with you. And the fact that, and it probably was not a major, undertaking to go in and put our corporate colors in and our logo and that, but it's that 1% that makes a difference in between you and the competitor. And that to me is one of those things that stuck with me, that as I'm working either with our own cohorts or when I'm working with university groups, that I always preach is your mission, your goal in life is to get me as a customer envisioning myself sitting in the new car, smelling the new car smell, feeling the leather seats. That's why when you go buy a new car, they want to get you sitting in the driver's seat as quick as possible, because they want you to envision yourself owning that car.
Absolutely.
By going in and making those customizations, as small as they are, you're giving your customer the opportunity to see themselves owning your product.
What a great story. There's so many things that I loved about that brief example that he shared. The first thing that I just loved was he said it's just that 1% that makes the difference. And that's such an important thing for us to remember. So often the competition is so difficult. And frankly, many people in this profession are getting better. We're all getting better at our craft. And so anything that we can do to just make that small difference may very well be the difference between winning the deal and losing the deal. And in this case, just in the case of the story that he shared, just making a few minor tweaks that made the platform look like it was their platform. And as he said, that group put him in the driver's seat, so to speak. It made him imagine what it would be like to use the platform. At the end of the day, what they really did was they gave Steve and his team the opportunity to emotionally experience the benefit. And that's such an important part of what we need to do in the context of a sales presentation or a demonstration. When doing so, it activates the right side of the brain. It activates the creative side of the brain. And here's the reality. People make purchase decisions emotionally, and they justify with logic. So the next time you're preparing for a demo or delivering the demo, focus not only on the logical argument and the capabilities and building the business case, which by the way is important, but remember to make those small changes or do whatever you can to give your audience the opportunity to emotionally experience the benefit by, in Steve's words, putting them in the driver's seat. Help them imagine what their life will be like once they've implemented that solution. And if you do, it just might be that 1% that makes all the difference. If you like this, give me the thumbs up. If you have any comments, I'd love to hear them. If you know of anybody who might be interested, please share. And remember, people buy from people. Happy selling out there, folks.